Ah, that's unfortunate. You know what? I'm gonna go for one more run, and despite my desire to get off to a slow and steady start, let's just try and speed through and see how that fares me this time. I am going to take down enemies where I can, but groups I'll probably just run past. And I'll basically just try and make progress as quickly as humanly possible. And just see how that does me. Let's see what's in the box. Bear trap. Could come in handy. Should probably head further down. That's the entrance to the toxic sewers, and I want to return there as quickly as possible. Ooh, a lot of enemies down here. Yeah, I really should make use of that ground pound more. It's a very potent move, it seems. If I do it from high enough, it straight up one-shots some of the weaker enemies and stuns the ones that it doesn't kill. Great for dealing with crowds. I can't do it like on command just from this regular height, even with the double jump. Hold on, didn't I see a rune? I thought I did, maybe not. But if I'm on a higher ledge above, I can make use of that. Okay, so this is an electrical whip without the damage boost, so I'm gonna forgo that, I think. As much as I like the electrical whip, without that extra boost, it just doesn't do enough damage to be worthwhile in most instances. Wow, triple jump. That could come in handy if I gotta do any extenuous platforming segments. Not that I've really seen anything like that so far. Most of the platforming has been pretty inconsequential. Please tell me... Okay, good, I did have iframes. I wasn't sure if I would. Alright, I'm slowing down a little bit. Let's try and move on here. I do want to pick up that gold, though. That way, if I do come across a shop, I can actually purchase something. I haven't taken any damage so far, though, have I? I'm surprised I didn't just jinx myself there and immediately take a hit. That seems to be how this sort of thing goes for me. Shop. I already have a pretty good accessory. And that one would override it, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it wouldn't. No, it definitely would. Damage reduction is nice. Let's pick up a freeze grenade, though. That was pretty much the key to one of my more successful earlier runs, so... if I want to actually make progress, that's probably my best method. And yeah, honestly, the starting weapon seems pretty damn good for dealing with like a lot of the shit that you encounter. It's fast, it's pretty strong, it's good at stunning the enemies. I'm sure the damage ends up falling off pretty quickly, so I'll want to pick up something else, even if only a higher tier version of this sword. It's not where the toxic sewers are, damn it. But it's actually surprisingly good. The starting sword. Toxic sewers must be over here. I really don't want to go through the promenade again, is the thing. Figures that it's in the exact opposite direction I thought it would be. So I'm probably not going to make any hourglass doors, what with how long that took me, but that's fine. Alright, 13 cells to spend. Let's see. Continue to go for that random starter bow. Probably should have invested in that before the random starter shield, but it is what it is. I'll be playing enough of this game that I'll have everything unlocked eventually. So it's really not that big of a deal. Have I actually encountered any hourglass doors in the sewers? I feel like that's the kind of thing that would be present in every level. But I can't recall if I've seen one here before. Then again, I always die here, so... that could be the reason as to that. Yeah, the damage of this thing is definitely dying down, so hopefully I'll pick up a weapon upgrade. For the moment, I should be able to rely on freezing, though, to deal with most things. Oh! Scorpion out of nowhere. I hate these dudes so much. Okay, go down there. Hey, more health, I'll take that. Give me a little bit more survivability. Oh, fuck these scorpions so much, I hate them. I guess I'm wrong that there's nothing that signals their appearance. There is that little bit of a magical glow, but it only really starts once they've started to come up. There isn't anything that comes in advance, per se. And that's the main thing that gets me, and why I always fail to notice them. Oh, I hate those grubs so much. I hate so many enemy types in this, but I suppose that's actually a good thing. It means that, you know, they're actually threatening. As opposed to, say, something like Binding of Isaac, where there's, like, a whole bunch of enemy variety, but the vast majority, those explode, of enemies aren't actually all that threatening. Whereas here, the enemy variety is good, but fairly low. But each enemy type is actually dangerous. Even the basic trash mobs can do a number on your health if you let them. Like that attack right there, that leap, that does a lot of damage. Hold on, there was something up there I wanted to pick up. What was it? I forgot exactly what it was in the haste. Oh no, it was that rune in the middle of the wall. I need to try and get over to that area. Which should be over here, I think. Maybe not. Let's see, secrets over here. No such luck. Oh no, 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 no! Okay, I took a little bit of damage, but I was able to rally most of it back, and the rest healed with that carrot, so I come out a winner. I'm just gonna wait for my ice grenade to come back. Try out the bear trap. Nice. That worked out pretty well. Is that the first time I've actually used a bear trap? I feel like I've used it maybe once or twice before, but never super deliberately like I did there. I don't like those exploding flask bats. They just come after you so quickly and from off screen in a lot of cases, and that explosion hurts. Yeah, is it just me, or is Toxic Sewers like twice the size of the other areas of the previous two? At least to me it seems like it's way bigger, which is why I never managed to get to the end before keeling over. Oh hey, I got Biter Swarm again. It must be a fairly rare drop from them. I got it from them before, didn't I? So, I actually have a chance to unlock that. Nice. A second chance, rather. Okay, the bats aren't actually as threatening as I thought. I thought they might explode if I killed them, like a similar enemy in Hollow Knight. But no, if I kill them, I just get gold, and they're not actually a threat. So as long as I react to them immediately, they're not actually dangerous. And they have an audio cue that announces their presence in advance. More freezing, I'll take that. Especially since I just cannot seem to get myself to use shields at all. I'll have to get good at that at some point, but clearly that's gonna be for later. That was close. I keep forgetting the grenades have an arc and thus won't hit something that's like directly next to you. Thought I wouldn't actually get hit by his arrow there, but I was mistaken. Guess I gotta head further up there if I want to proceed. Ooh, and good thing I did. More strength. Ooh, and there's an amulet behind that door. I don't know what it does, but let's pay for it. It's not too much gold. Damage reduction and poison enemies that hurt me. That is excellent. That is way better than a triple jump. Because really, the way this game is designed, they couldn't really ever put anything that absolutely requires a triple jump. Well, maybe they could, but I haven't come across anything that has required that. So it just doesn't seem all that useful to me. So now I'm heading to the old sewers. Have I been here before? I'm not really keeping stock in my mind of how the areas connect to each other, of what kind of progression there is. I just feel like I shouldn't be going to that area next, like it was one of the previous ones I did, but maybe that's just me. Okay, so this is a skill. Summon a swarm of small biting creatures to attack for you. That seems incredibly good. Let's purchase that post-haste. I should get a copy here. And then put the rest of it into the random starter bow. Yep. Let's replace my bear trap. Does extra damage to burning targets. Sadly, I don't actually have the ability to set targets on fire. And enemies hit explode on death, causing a freeze effect. Wow, I'm just a frost build here, completely unintentionally. But I'll take it. Freeze seems incredibly good at the moment, so I don't mind having multiple methods of causing it. Alright, I'll have to try out that spell in my first encounter here, see exactly how it behaves. Is it a short-lasting attack, or is it an actual proper summon that sticks around for a long time? I'll find out as soon as I actually come across some enemies. Here we go. Oh, that's awesome. So it's basically a lob grenade. Oh my god, that seems OP as fuck. As long as I'm willing to make a time investment, I can just throw that out and not even have to deal with any encounters. As long as they haven't noticed me and don't have the ability to attack from range, that is. Seriously, that seems incredibly good. Like, quite possibly the best skill I've unlocked thus far. Right, explosions. Alright, let's deal with that fungus asshole. Go, my children, take down your big brother. Let's see. Attacking immediately after parrying inflicts 300% damage. And it also has a freeze explosion upon death. Oh, I'm gonna regret this, but let's go with that. I really like the sound of those effects. This will be my trial of fire to actually learn how to block. Eventually. I'm not gonna block if I don't actually feel a reason to. I am surprised I took no damage there. I hate how the fungus mages aggro from so far away. Often far enough away that you just have to deal with their shit for a while until you can actually make your way over to them. But again, that's what makes them dangerous. So I wouldn't really have it any other way. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, that could have turned out so much worse than it actually did. Could still turn out pretty horribly. No, 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 no. Alright, well, time to use my healing flask for once. Oh, thank God I have that. Really, with my setup here, I would benefit from taking a slower pace at this point, since I can just have things die without me even needing to be there. And that's probably a lot safer way of handling things. I nearly keeled over there. What's this thing? I don't think I've come across one of these before. Oh, yeah, I have. This is where I get upgrades. What? What just happened there? I'm not entirely sure, but okay. I think I'm winning. And it looks like I can continue to summon more and more spawning creatures, as long as they haven't died by the time the cooldown occurs. Ah, damn it, so that's disappointing. I was hoping for another Metroidvania-style upgrade, but it's just an extra item. Seems like a pretty good one, but I'm pretty happy with my current setup. So that was a risk taken for nothing. as was that. Alright, well my skills are pretty good, so I'll especially purchase a skill upgrade. Yeah, baby. Shorter cooldowns. Ooh, and another amulet. Probably need to grow a vine to get to that. Shouldn't be too hard. Just take care of the asshole mushroom mage. Alright, let's head back a bit so I can actually pick that up, see what its effects are. Might be a pretty good upgrade. And of course there's another asshole mushroom mage. And scorpions to deal with. This stage really just hates me, doesn't it? Let's see. Collect cells and gold without needing to be in range. That's good, but it's more of a convenience thing rather than a survival one. Ice grenade 4. Ooh, that's a pure upgrade. Well, it doesn't have the bonus freeze effect, but it makes enemies just regularly explode on death. It's also quite expensive. I'm gonna stick with my other ice grenades. They don't do too much damage, but the additional freezing is really welcome. What is with the scorpions? Jesus Christ, game. Good thing I'm not an arachnophobe. Ooh, rapier. I really hope I survive to be able to unlock that. That seems really cool. Poison no longer affects you. Ooh. And it has damage reduction. You know what? Going with that. Not having to worry about poison is really nice. Granted, I'll probably immediately find the exit to this place and not have to deal with poison at all in the immediate future, but hey, if it comes up again, I'm immune. Like, look, I can just stand in these toxic swamps and be perfectly fine. Interesting that my cactus does still technically get poisoned. They just don't take damage from it. Wonder if there's any reason to hoard gold, like... So far, it seems, as part of the design, gold is purely for purchasing upgrades, but I wonder if there is, or if at any point they plan to add a thing where if, like, you store up gold, you can buy maybe some permanent upgrades for it, like at the end of a run, if you can make it that far. That'd be pretty cool, and would add an interesting bit of risk versus reward, with holding off on buying upgrades to get more permanent stuff. Is that an upgraded Biter Swarm? How does it compare? Yeah, more damage on a stunned target, but I don't currently have the ability to stun other than my ground pound, and that's situational. And enemies explode on death, but it does damage as opposed to freeze, and I really like freeze, so I'm gonna stick with my current one. Oh wow, it seems you do damage during the descent of your ground pound. I killed that bat flask. That's good to know. Oh boy, I gotta be near the end of this stage by now, right? You know, I just realized I'm still using that jinky old rusty sword. I'd really like an upgrade for that, but I haven't been exactly lucky with getting a lot of weapons. I guess that's the price I have to pay for getting such good skills. But I still would like a weapon upgrade. Come on, game. Throw me a bone here. Yeah, this level just keeps on going, doesn't it? Let me, can I bring up the map on my own? Select, yeah, I've never actually done that before. Seriously, look at how big this place is. It is seriously twice the size of the previous areas, I think. Let's see... Get gold when I get a dead cell from an enemy. Interesting. I think I'll stick with my current amulet, though. I still haven't used this shield. Okay, increased damage when doing a critical hit. Is that the same thing as a critical blow? I'm guessing that's different, but if it is the same... That could be an extremely OP combination. Plus, I just really like the infantry bow in general. Let's go with that. Get rid of that sturdy shield that I haven't used even once. I gotta stop fighting against my urges and just roll with them. I'm not gonna use shields, so don't bother getting one. Oh, I love my little maggot friends, just attacking enemies for me so I don't have to. Yeah, 388 damage. I'm not entirely sure how much my regular strikes are doing, but I'm pretty sure that's good. Oh, more scorpion assholes. Come on, I've said this before, but seriously, I really need to be at the end of this area, don't I? Surely it can't go on for much longer. Oh. Honestly, while I do have plenty of hated enemies in this, I think the Mushroom Mages might be my most hated. Just because of how far of an aggro range they actually have. Oftentimes, they'll aggro before I've even seen them, and just suddenly I'll know... That was not fun. I'll just suddenly see the magic spell activate and oh, gotta dodge. Alright, now I even more so I really hope I'm near the end because I'm just taking a lot of damage here. A lot of it, quite stupidly, I'll admit. And I'd really like to get to the break area, although more likely than not I'll probably end up having to fight an elite enemy again. No, good, new area, nice. The Black Bridge. Fantastic. Whew, you're a lifesaver game. Alright, so Force Shield triggers a Force Field when you parry. That's pretty good if you're actually good about using shields. I have 53, so I can get both the random starter bow at last. That'll be useful. And a new weapon type, and hey, I was just saying I need a new weapon, a weapon upgrade. So let's try out something new in the form of this rapier. And I have 13 cells remaining. What should I unlock? Ooh, 2 charges of the healing flask. That seems very good, so let's start putting towards that. Alright, rapier inflicts a critical hit immediately after rolling. And that's the bonus attribute it automatically has, and wow. It does 959, that is insane. Plus 50% damage on a poison target. Sadly, I don't have the ability to poison, and it fires an arrow upward. That could come in handy. Let's see what the moveset is like. Oh, that is so fancy. And, do things actually have rolling attacks? Not really. Just the basic attack combo, but gonna have to get used to doing that, because that does 3 times the damage. Alright, I'm finally getting to a new area for once. So much excitement. Wonder if I should actually just cut out those previous 2 runs, since I didn't exactly learn all that much. And they just ended up in failure, and this... I immediately love the aesthetic of this area, and look at those moon effects! When you actually walk out into the moonlight, it suddenly lights up. I love the lighting effects in this game. Oh my, this is a proper boss fight. Okay. Can I freeze him? I can freeze him. He also does a lot of damage. I should probably try and rally, but he has a shield from something. Okay, now I gotta heal. Alright. Not doing too good on this guy, I'll admit. Seems like he puts up a shield automatically after I do enough damage, so at that point I just gotta get into avoidance mode. But I'm doing quite a lot of damage. I think he might have stunned me there, I'm not sure. So basically just roll and attack. Okay, he was doing like a ground pound sort of attack there, I think, which is why I was getting hit. Alright. I'm not doing too badly here. He's got a shockwave, good to know. Lucky that I managed to avoid it. Oh no. Come on. Yes, nice. Whew, first go too. That was lucky. You get a shit ton of gold. And, wonder if this blueprint is guaranteed or if it's just luck. Heavy crossbow. And immediately onward to a new area. Okay. I'll take that. Ooh, that was exciting. 9 minutes ago. Interesting that hourglass doors can show up in break areas. I wonder if this one is always guaranteed to appear after a boss. Alright, let's see. Crossbow shoots multiple bolts at once. Interesting. Let's put towards that healing flask upgrade though. If I have more healing, that should definitely help in the future with surviving in these runs. Alright, to the Fog Fjord. So this is like, what, the 6th area I encountered? I believe there are 11 areas total in the game, and they plan to double that by the time of full release once this exits early access. I love the aesthetics of this area. How do these areas keep getting better and better visually designed as we go along? And the enemies get more interesting as well. Oh god. Like that dude with the returning axe that, if he does not catch, continues to go forward. Good to know. Okay. Wow, that was embarrassing. I don't know, maybe I was just overconfident from my successful boss kill, but I just did terribly there. I did not make use of my skills at all, which was the main source of my power, which was why I think I died there. Never mind the fact that there was a new enemy type, but hey, I made some permanent progress for once, even if I did immediately eat shit after the fact. So I'll call this a successful run.